Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, and our spiritual council. Welcome to this special video. We have decided to redo the explanations for the 32. We're probably going to do the other oracles and tarots that we work with as well, but we want to start with our darling, the 32, and then maybe we'll move into the baraja, but that one's a little bit more complicated and it takes a lot to explain. It would be like a almost 30-part series, but we'll start with a 32 and then we'll go with the flow and see how it goes. I hope that you get whatever you need from it. Again, I've been working with a 32 for a few years now. I actually studied under a French woman. Her name is Oleana, and she actually has a YouTube channel. For those of you who speak French, I can put her information in the description box. Lovely female. She was actually the one that told me I need to get started. I need to open up a YouTube account and start channeling and making videos on the public scene. I was doing private readings before, but she's the one that really gave me that boost of confidence. Go, my little duckling. Because she did take me under her wing for a while, under her wings, and she was a beautiful resource. And so her family worked with the 32 for many centuries. They come from Europe, and it's big in Europe. It's a very old practice when it comes to divination, and a lot of people don't know that, but that's actually how playing cards got started. It came through the gypsies and ancient Africans that moved across different areas and went into Europe and Spain and whatnot, and in France as well. And so it's a gift that was passed to me over from her, and it works very well with my channeling gifts. And so I hope that you get to explore it on your own. Normally when you buy a pack of playing cards, so you can buy any, like bicycle, whatever pack of playing cards, whatever calls you. There's so many different types. I go to Borders sometimes and I'm like, oh my gosh, there are so many different types of playing cards, or Walmart, and I see so many different types of playing cards. So really just go based on whichever one calls you. From there, what you want to do is you take a set of 52, and you're only going to keep the aces, the sevens, the 8s, the 9s, the 10s, the jacks, the queens, and the kings. So you'll be keeping all of those, and that's what will make your 32. So every suit, you'll take out the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, and the 6s. And there is a reason for that. You can, sometimes you can read with the 52. Certain people do. They read with the whole stack. But you'll find that the 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s have similar meanings to the 7s, 8s, and 9s. And so the 9s, the 7s, 8s, and 9s, it's kind of like you'll actually, those energies will manifest in a way where it's notable. And so that's what I like about the 32, is that it brings in things that are very notable. They're very tangible. They've really manifested. They're not necessarily dancing in the ethers. They're more coagulated, and so you'll be able to, these are events that you can tell. I like it because it's very mundane. It channels the energies of commerce very well. It channels the energies of family matters very well, especially when it comes to transactional things. So I really like the 32 for that. It speaks very well to situations that happen on a daily basis within our society. So you have so starting with the aces speak to emotional situations. Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Hearts speak to emotional situations, but for some of you may have a new beginning in emotions. But everything is, we're still channeling here no matter what. So the aces are all about new beginnings. The ace of hearts in particular is very about emotional new beginnings. And in the 32, the ace of hearts brings in the energy of the home. It brings in the energy of the couple, or it brings in the energy of a physical place where you are staying. Keeping in mind that this is your home. First and foremost, when spirit comes to get you, spirit's not going to get you at your, it's like if you're not at home, spirit's not going to be like, oh my gosh, we need a GPS to find this person. You have your spiritual signature. You come in with an energetic signature. This is your physical address energetically. This is where your vessel, this is your vessel. So from there, whatever else you manifest in terms of the outside property, material property that you stay at, those are temporary places. This is technically your address, your physical address. There are energetic signatures for those who've ever looked into these types of things. There are what we call energetic signatures, and you have your energetic signature, which allows you to be found spiritually. However, for more mundane practices, this represents the home, the couple, or your family. Now, keeping in mind in spirituality, your family is technically the family you have created. Unless you choose not to create a family, or unless you just have your friends, or whatever the case may be. It also extends out to your family, meaning the one you were born into. But first and foremost, it is your family, the one that you have created, or the one that you have birthed, or the one that you have helped birth with your significant other. So Ace of Hearts is all about emotional new starts, or it brings in the energy of your home, it brings in the energy of the couple, or it brings in the energy of the family. The Ace of Diamonds is all about communication through heat that travels, heat that brings in, for example, it can bring in a note, it can bring in a letter, it can bring in a newsletter, it can bring in an announcement, it can bring in some type of social news even. It could bring in some type of an agreement on paper. The Ace of Diamonds can bring in notes. It can bring in letters. It's not official unless it's with the Ace of Spades. And so if those two are in a reading together, well, you know that this is going to be an official contract that you will be signing, or news that's going to allow you to sign an official contract. For example, like you have to sign for a receipt for payment. So Ace of Diamonds is all about notes. The Ace of Spades is all about legal contracts. So binding things that bind. For example, you're signing a contract for work. You're signing a new contract for a new cell phone. You're signing a new contract for a new construction job. You're signing a new contract for a way bill. You're signing a new contract at a receipt for a McDonald's, a promissory note you're promising to pay, and you're signing that contract for your credit card statement. You're signing a credit card, you're signing up for a credit card. All of those are contracts that you are signing in the physical. Or there's some type of verbal contract. We are agreeing that by X amount of time, this will be completed. We are agreeing that we are now in an official relationship. We're officializing this. We are agreeing that on Friday, you're going to come and put an earnest deposit down for X, Y, or Z. So those are agreements. Ace of Clubs is success. You have succeeded. Whatever new beginning, you have succeeded. It will be successful. 4 aces in a reading is very, very positive. 4 aces in a reading means that you have a brand new beginning, and everything that happens in that brand new beginning will be very positive. Huge changes. This could be you're getting married, and now, because an engagement would be 2 8s or 3 8s or 4 8s. But once you are actually married, you have all of these different things that come with that. You have a new life. You have to change your name, or not, or your partner. You have to change your location. You have to update your for some of you, you have to update your email address. For some of you, you have to update these things. and a lot of documents. Usually it's big changes that impact every single area of your life. You have to change homes. You have to make a decision to change jobs. And if it's 4 aces with that, even if it's at first stressful, I don't want to move. I don't want to change jobs. I don't want the children to go to school. I'm afraid of this next chapter. Whatever the case may be, it brings in a happily ever after. 4 aces is very, very positive, big changes, notable changes. You're graduating, or someone is graduating around you, or someone's going to medical school, or someone is going overseas and they're going to live in a temple somewhere. Big changes. And if these things come out, that means that whatever happens after this, there are positive changes to come. All right. So we've introduced, something about Trisha, something about Teresa. We've introduced the 4 aces. So now what we'll do is we're actually going to start with the hearts. So we have the hearts, and then we'll move to the diamonds, and then we'll move to the spades, and then we'll move to the clubs. That's how we'll do it. All right. So this video will be 1056. 111 energy. So Ace of Hearts, you have your home, the family, the couple. We also will do combinations, but that's going to be a little bit later. We've already started the combination energy. We'll see if we can add that video to this playlist. If we can do that, then we would have already done the 7s, I believe, to the aces, or the 7s to the 10s. But everything is coming in for a reason. Those numbers could be significant for some. And we have 7, 8, 9, 10 people walking by. 7s to the 10s. But the number 17 can also be significant for some. And 1138 was on the clock, which is 1111. The symbols and signs are everywhere, my lovies. And a white pickup truck and a silver SUV for some. But how do we do this, my loves? We'll see. We'll go with the flow, and we'll go from there. But for now, this video will be this introduction, and then the hearts. So Ace of Hearts, again, it's the couple, it's the home, it's the family. 7 of Hearts, you get a new beginning. 7 of Hearts brings in a pregnancy. 7 of Hearts can also bring in a reconciliation. Something new, a new beginning, a new situation. It could also tie the energy to someone new. For example, if it comes out with a person near this energy, you're going to be meeting someone new, and this person is going to be, I don't know, a Queen of Hearts to you. So a friend, or someone that you can count on, someone you can depend on. Something about Kona blend. Or if it comes out with, the 8 of clubs, it could be new money or small money or even groceries. So 7 of Hearts, something new that you will be doing, or a pregnancy or a reconciliation. 8 of Hearts is surprise, a surprised event. So a surprise person, someone that's not supposed to be somewhere, but you're going to meet up with this person. It's going to be kind of a surprise to you, or a surprise in a contract. Maybe you're signing a contract, and with the Ace of Spades, and there's going to be an Ace of Hearts with the 8 of Hearts. So they're going to surprise you with saying they will relocate you and get you a new home. Or there's a surprise when it comes to a contract of a home. This is something that is a surprise in a pre-existing condition or situation. 8 of Hearts energy can also bring in a blonde female. Usually it's someone young. In the collective reads, I tend to generalize more than I would in a private read. Sexes, meaning female, male. I advise that the viewer take that with a grain of salt as to how it applies to you and your condition and your situation. However, this energy is going to manifest for you. In a private reading, I do stick more to the ancient way of reading these energies. So this would represent a blonde female, usually someone, maybe a teenager, maybe someone at most in her early 20s. Again, I am a channeler, so sometimes this energy for me, if someone's very immature, even if they're pushing, usually this does not describe anyone into their 30s or 40s, but you know, there are certain cases where certain people are less mature in their soul or in their energetic field, and so this may come up with someone that's a little bit older, but again, that's more on intuition. Just face value, this is a young blonde female, or a surprise of some sort, an unexpected invitation. This is also a date. Nine of Hearts is joy, it's contentment, is being content with the content of your experience. Nine of Hearts is joy. It's something that's going to bring you pleasure. It's something that's going to bring you satisfaction. It's something that is rather sincere, or you have a feeling of something, an experience being sincere to your soul. And so it brings you joy and contentment in your soul. 10 of Hearts is your projects and things that are near and dear to your heart. 10 of Hearts could be projects to get married. It could be projects to have a new property, or things that you're projecting onto a new property. Something about a parlor for some. 10 of Hearts energy could be something that you're manifesting, that you're working on. It's a project of some sort. Projections. 10 of Hearts are things that are near and dear to your heart. They are projects that are emotional in nature. Jack of Hearts is a brother, a friend, a son, or a well-meaning man in a situation. Usually it's someone around your age. Queen of Hearts is a sister, a daughter, a friend, or a well-meaning female involved in a situation. King of Hearts is your father, a well-meaning man in a situation, or it could be your significant other if you date someone with a penis. Boom. That was quick. 16:35. All right. So in the next video, I'm going to do it like this. I like it like this. So it could be shorter for you. So we'll do the next video. The next video will be the diamonds. So stay tuned, my lovies.